I think we are about to see the greatest transfer of wealth that you could ever imagine. And I think the biggest period for making gains has started right now.
Crypto.
If you mean crypto like Bitcoin, I've always said it's a fraud.
No hope for it.
Well, if they think they're a currency, there's no hope for it. It's a Ponzi scheme. It's a public, decentralized Ponzi.
When looking at that video from the CEO of JP Morgan, one of the largest banks in the entire world, I think you've got to start to realize here that this is an opportunity for the people that believe in the crypto market. It's as simple as that. A lot of old people, I'm saying it as plainly as it is, they do not believe this industry can really take over. And I've told you many times, many a weeks, many a months, many a years, that this is a period where we have another chance at the internet, basically. It's like an internet 2.0 type of opportunity where people who believe in the longer term vision here are going to be seeing such crazy results. I sometimes just pause there just thinking about that. Thinking about the fact that, not about, what if we're wrong? What if it really is the pet rock? What if all those old ass investors, and actually, funnily enough, Trump, Larry Fink, the president, the CEO of the largest asset management company in the world, they were all hitting on it before. No, I don't think about all their opinions. I don't think about all these people that are naysayers. I only think about one thing, and this is so crucial. What if we are right? Don't think about all the people that say, no, stay away, investing is stupid, crypto is stupid, yabba. But what if it really is that the altcoin season starts right here, right now, with Bitcoin making that move to right now 117,000. And again, I'm not saying it's not going to be turbulent. There could be multiple dips. There could be some crazy moves along the road. But just think for a second. What if this really is it? I've been shouting for many, many months that you should prepare yourself and that my trades, for example, right, just for fun, this XRP trade was actually minus $100,000 before. Right now it's up $76,000. Why? Because we've been buying the freaking crap out of it. I still don't think it's enough because I think it's going to do way freaking better soon. But I've been saying with that trade, just wait and see. Just keep looking back on the channel. You will see. And you know what I keep looking at? The comments of some older videos, especially when it was minus 80,000, 86,000. People say, you're so dumb for opening. And then I make another video saying, here's why I'm buying more. And then I look at the comments. People saying XRP will never reach heights. But then it's not only that. Because that's a platform I use called Blowfin. It's just an exchange, a crypto exchange. There's another one I use called Payonix, right? I talk about it every single day. I've started to do a $10,000 to $1 million challenge. I started about 2 months ago. And the first week or so, it was doing amazing. We were able to cash in about 50% worth of profits, as we've already gone from 10,000 to 14.5. And then all of a sudden, people started laughing at me. Why? Because the challenge went south. Why? Well, in my opinion, it didn't, but the bot went down in terms of gains. It was actually down significantly. You can see there, we were down all the way, basically, because XRP started to fall. And I said, because my entire account was down tens of thousands of dollars, right? I said, just wait. Give it some time. You will see. Even this XRP bot, just for fun, right? I'll show you. Right here, it was down $10,000, $9,000 right there. Right now, it's up 40,000. And when was this? This was about 3 weeks ago or something like that, the 22nd of June. Right now, on the 11th or something like that of July, we're up 40,000. That's a 50,000 difference. We just scroll through. We also have ourselves a juicy Bitcoin trade in here. Look at this. Right, so this wasn't down as much, but you can see the difference that we've gotten over the past couple of weeks. It was up $8,000 there. Right now, it's up $27,000. And these other ones, I have a full list of them here. You can see the percentages. Really, when you start looking at it properly from that angle, all these were down. People laughed so much, and I keep on saying, but what if it does work out? What if the strategies we've been discussing for the past few years are actually not that bad? And again, I'm not your financial advisor. I will not be the one shouting here that you should be doing something because, again, at the end of the day, it's your own choice. You got to make all the decisions. You got to do what feels right for you. But, and we like butts over here. I don't know why I just said that. I don't know why. I always DCA into every single coin. Why? Look at this for fun, right? You can see my entry price for example, this 𝗓𝗓𝗧 was 75 cents. That's where I started. For 𝗬𝗓, it was 366. It says right here. You want to know a fun fact? Actually, the current price is 3.5 for 𝗬𝗓. It's 0.69 for 𝗓𝗓. Yet the bots are up 40% and 30%. Why? Because we DCA'd. The moment the prices fell down hard, we bought, right? Same for 𝗓𝗓 here. You can see the profit. Again, the only thing I keep having in my mind is, what if I am right? What if this crypto market does not go to zero? Or, hey, devil's advocate here. Even if crypto does go to zero, as long as it does not happen within like the next year, where all of a sudden everything goes crashing down, I still think we can make such immense amounts of money. And I keep looking at the altcoin market cap thinking, you know, we're moving up nicely right here, but really, a crazy exponential wave we've not seen. But just whenever you look at this chart, at some points it's just an easy buy. But again, I don't think there's any chance that this is where we peak. Again, you might argue that, well, right now we're basically facing a downtrend that we potentially could be breaking here. This is the altcoin market cap, excluding Bitcoin and ETH. Right? Crypto market cap, excluding Bitcoin and ETH. I feel as if this is like a no-brainer. It's so easy for me to see it. Right? It's easy to spot where coins are undervalued. For example, XRP-V4 at 1900 Satoshi. But then again, if you look at it from a few month time span, XRP still is really, really cheap, even though it's pumping. And if you zoom out even more, it's really, really quite cheap. And then you look at the S&P, and I've made so many videos explaining why top blasting the S&P. People call me stupid for this. They say, Dusty, you should never buy at the top. Dusty, you should be afraid that it's a trap. These bulls are going to get screwed. And then I say again, but what if they're not? Right? And even if they do get screwed, as long as it's short term, we're fine because we can always buy more. Right now, Bitcoin, as we're speaking here, is just going on a rampage. I just decided to buy, while I was filming this, by the way, so like 30 seconds ago, I upped this trade from 10,000 to 50, and this from 30, let me just quickly see. So I added about 12, 15, 25,000 to the ETH trade. So, to the ETH trade, we added about 30,000. To the hype trade, I added about 37,000. Why? Not because these are the best entries, right? Matter of fact, they're top blasting. And this could be stupid. But again, I want to always be in a position where, what if we're not stupid? What if we're in a spot where the market really does pop off here and goes crazy? I can manage us going down hard. The leverage I'm using is not crazy. I'm fine with that. Because as it currently stands, with Bitcoin breaking all-time highs, more millionaires have been made buying into freaking crazy Bitcoin pumps than trying to time the right moment. Again, if you're a day trader, if you're somebody who's trading in, out, in, out, in, out, I agree that perhaps this is not the best spot to start a new entry. Hey, arguably, it is, because again, you're buying into one of the craziest Bitcoin pumps ever, from 110 or whatever to 117, 118,000. You could argue that me previously buying the ETH top when it went from 1,700 to 2,100 that day, I bought into it. Why? With our bot. I can show you, actually, matter of fact. I bought into it that day. Our ETH bot right here, which is my best performing bot right now, by the way. I bought into that. On the day, it was up 20%. You want to know a fun fact? If I look at the history, it's never been down. Right? Instantly when I opened it, the price kept going up and up and up and up. It was down a little bit right there, but never down. Because sometimes winners just keep on winning. And the same thing you can apply over and over and over again, that yes, you may get a bit unlucky and you buy it at a spot where it's super, super dumb. And that's why people keep saying, no, you should sell. And I showed a bit earlier in my stream, like, hey, it's not actually stupid to sell, some small parts here and there. Sometimes it's actually a very, very smart thing to do, just to cash out some and realize the profit. And I'm never against that. I think for any sane person out there, one of the best things you can do is cash out. You might say, yeah, but I can get more profit. Sure, but it's not real yet. I think it's real because as long as it's liquid enough, I consider it to be your real money. But that also depends on how your tax situation is like. It also depends a bit on your mindset when it comes to investing. I just always feel as if I could liquidate it right now for this amount, I could do it right now. That money is mine. So, I don't really mind the floatiness, especially once you get to a higher net worth in different investments and things. I don't really care as much about what I have in my bank account. I care more about the overall worth of everything, if you get my drift. So I also don't mind things floating around a lot, because since I still think these will go up, the only thing I could do is cash them out and then buy a new position with that, something else, right? Which is actually, funnily enough, what I've done now. So I sold a bit of some other coin that went up a significant amount and actually added that mentally to my hype and my ETH trade, Why am I saying mentally? Well, because I can still actually, fun fact, open a few $1 million worth of trades on here. As you can see, I've still got enough money in my account to buy significantly more. I can open up, if I just do 10x leverage, about a $4.1 million trade. I'm not, right? But that also means that if I sold my other coins somewhere else, it's not as if I'm using that money directly, but mentally I am. But even XRP, even everything, I feel as if from a risk-reward perspective, it just makes sense to consider the market to be in a good spot where things just continue on gaining for a while after while after while. Like, again, I cannot guarantee nothing for you, nothing of that sort. But I keep saying that the real question should be, what if you're right? What if really this is where the market pops off and it just keeps on going? You're not 100% sure, but it sure is one of the best chances you'll ever get. So, and I keep saying, very soon you'll probably not be able to sleep no more because the market's just going to be moving that much. Still, my old prediction, as old as time goes, has been August to January 2026, peak of the altcoin market, peak of everything. I still stand by that. We still got some time though. So we're still chilling. Trades are doing good. If you want to trade as well, we've got some links down below. But most of the message here is just think about what if you're right. Think about it from that angle. Don't think too much about, yo, I bought, but then the market went down 15%. No, I hate my life. Think about what if you are right. And again, a correction can always happen any day, sure. But you can always account for that by not buying everything at once. But I'm just talking about the fact that the altcoin season really is going to hit. The 4-year cycle is still continuing on because I still believe that every single day. Which is why I've gotten 90% more than that, 98% of my money in crypto, and why I can just easily open these trades without sweating at all. I'm not sweating, even if it's down millions of dollars. I don't mind. Because I keep thinking about it. What if I'm right? It'll be the best decision of my life, by far. And if I lose everything, I'll make it back. I'll find another way. But I think from a generational wealth perspective, this is the literal best opportunity, the best chance ever. And I'm going all freaking in. But again, not finished advice, just my story, just my thoughts that I'm sharing with you. And damn, this is crazy, man. $118,000 of Bitcoin. What is happening? Oh, no more sleep for us, boys. But this is what we dreamed of. This is what we dreamed of, so can you really even complain?